guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be doing something slightly different. We're going to be taking a look at OpenBVE. This is actually the first time we've ever looked at a computer game on this channel or within the stream, and the Northern Line is actually pretty detailed, but I thought I'd take a look at that. It is quite fun and interesting. So we're going to be driving on this lovely 1995 stock. Now, there are a few routes for the Northern Line, which I will link down below. I've actually played OpenBVE for a while. I've never covered it on a video, which I'm quite excited to do. I don't know how the recording's going to come out, because my recording does, my recorder does sometimes play up, and it does mess it up, and sometimes I can't save it, but hopefully it should be okay in this video. So we're going to be checking out the 1995 today. So there's a few routes for the Northern Line. When it was introduced, I think it was a while ago. So there's one from Kennington to Barnet, there's one from Edgware to Morton, and there's also one from Edgware to Kennington as well. So that gives you a nice heap of routes that you can choose on OpenBVE. Obviously, most routes like demos, but obviously this is actually quite a nice detailed route, to be honest. So this actually has the options for the full route. I do believe also the Bakerloo line has full A to Z as well. So we'll check out that at some point. As well as I've got a few other lines in the States area for OpenBVE that I will link down below. I'm actually quite excited to get into it, and essentially we can get into it. I'm just going to get into my, this is my 1985 stock tab. I can show you here, this is our little control panel thing, so it tells us some history about the Northern Line. It was actually around for a while, I'm not sure when, but I'm not sure when it came out, but it's one of the, I think, the third oldest line, with obviously the oldest line being the Metropolitan line, which I do believe there is actually a version for OpenBVE, but it's like the A stock, and obviously it's not very detailed, but it's fun. The Northern Line rolling stock since 1939, so that's obviously from not before the war, but when the war came out, World War II. It's also telling you some stuff about the route, what controls, mind the doors. It says here PA is all automatic. It tells you all about that and some other stuff. That is marked off on the control panel. It's just a really nice detailed route. And when you do get these control panel things, and they're like really detailed, you forget that you're in, quite an old sort of game. And obviously this is not like amazing graphics, but like when you have a route that's like this nicely detailed, you wanna take a look at it and stuff like that. So yeah, since 1939, the Northern Line has been a permanent busy line to all on the network. It's also by Joan Cross. It's also quite realistic because obviously they're the routes in the game. So that's basically the history. And then if I scroll with an arrow, I don't have a mouse on this computer, so I can scroll with one of my arrows. It says here basically all the information about the route. It tells you mind the doors PA, so that's basically the whistle and the caps lock. Because obviously I've got a special keyboard because obviously I'm visually impaired. So that's that. That's basically nice. The Cerners are Control K. I'm not sure what the Cerners are, but we'll find out on this route. Stopping in the right place. So reverse it is basically F and V. So F go up to forward, then V to go down to neutral, then down again to reverse. So it tells you all about that. Setting Q to move the throttle and sort of brake and stuff like that. So that's obviously nice. Setting Q, and then you want to press space bar after the doors are closed. And stuff like that, so we can function very well. Emergency brake, try not to hit the emergency brake, but that's pretty interesting because obviously this route doesn't have ATO. I know there is a Central Line demo which I will get onto at some point, but this doesn't have ATO, so try not to hit the emergency brake, but if you can't help it, then that's okay. And that's basically it. If you go for a red signal, just press Q, space bar, and then press Z, and you should get going. And that's basically it. And also the Northern Line, you don't want to go for a red signal on this, because the Northern Line actually has visual dynamic signalling, where trains might be in front of you, and you might have to wait, say, at like Camden Town, because obviously Camden Town is a very busy station. You might have to wait for another train, so you definitely don't want to go for a red signal on this. And that's basically it. We only got a day, so I'm just gonna I'm just going to do that. Let's just going to take you for a quick look inside our train. So there's actually two trains you can actually use on the Northern Line. There's I do believe there's actually an unrefurbished version as well. But I thought I'd use the refurbished version in this. So obviously this is the one with the blue seating, the blue poles and stuff, and it is quite nice. It is very nice. And there's something about it. Look, the dot thing. It doesn't actually work. It tells you like all the stops and stuff like that. And it's just a really nice addition. But yeah, it would be nice if I get a bit annoyed that like with most of the trains nowadays, most of them don't really like follow the colour scheme. Like I think the refurbished 1996 stock has silver poles now to emulate the colour of the actual line. While the Northern Line still uses like dark blue, which is like Piccadilly, it's not really black. I wish had the signature colour to the actual line. That'd be so cool. Anyway, let's get back into the cab because we need to sort everything out. Let me put the reverser in forge. Let's get out of emergency brake would be a good thing. And then also, so it says here, the PA is automatic, won't need to do anything to do that. We can get rid of the timetable by pressing Control T, there we go. Let's go into the free camera mode, there we go. Stand clear the doors. So F5 to close the left side doors and F6 to close the right side. There we go, as we get going. What's really nice is also obviously it's not very realistic, but obviously as you see there, like the carriage darkens a bit when it goes into the tunnel. It's pretty nice actually. Like I like the way like graphics fade, and that's pretty nice. And it's actually like we've also got a delay. Because we're going way over the speed limit. Leaving Kennington in the lovely 1995 stock. Obviously, it is very similar to the 1996 stock. Also, if you didn't know, the 1996 stock is actually older than the 1995 stock. Well, it's not necessarily older. It's got an older traction motor design than the 1995 stock. It's just, I mean, this 1995 and this 1996 stocks were both built at the same time. It's just that the 1996 stock was built with an older traction motor, and then when these came out in stock, they put in a new one, which that's why both sound completely different. Because technically they could have been the same sort of train. Well, they are model-wise and interior and exterior-wise, just have different traction motors. But technically they are the same, like, you know what I mean. Right, there we go. Manual is there's no AT on this. Next station is Waterloo. Change here for the Bakerloo Jubilee lines. There's, like as it said in the control thing, it should automatic. So listen to that as well. Okay, that's fine. It does take a minute. Like normally you get a red signal outside of Waterloo, but we were lucky today and got a green signal. It's not a problem because I can just slap the reverser into that. Perfect, there we go. Let's go into nice PA. Let's go into I really love the like old school sort of announcements, which is very nice. Let's go into this. Like normally when I do like an interior shot, I just went into that first carriage at the beginning to just show you. But normally I like to do the second carriage because it like then the camera kind of like sways and it's just like it's very nice. Anyway, stand clear. Like I like on the 1995 stock. Alright, they kind of like hum. And what's really nice is they're not like kind of like like obviously the 1996 stock. They do sound nice to me. It's just like they just sound like someone. Right. Next without looking at the timetable. I'll drive in coast mode for a bit more then. I do believe that the signal we're allowed to, yeah, do that. Coming in, and now we're like, so, they're technically right. Ooh, I know, is that, you know what, I'll take that. I mean, even if it's, like, if it's overrun by a little bit, I'm fine. Because obviously if I go here, it says I'm okay. So it says I've overrun in the cab, but I haven't. Because obviously the angles are a little bit off. But it like, the cab's there, but all my doors are on the platform, so that's not a problem. Also, I do think there's actually this like kind of like feature I read up in the control manual. Sorry. There's this feature where you can lock lock the front or the back doors. Because I think there's actually a couple of stations that are a bit too short for train. Do you please? Anyway, as we leave the embankment. But this train is just so it's just so it's spanned very detailed. Yeah, okay. So now if I go outside, see the front carriage is a little bit dark in the tunnel because obviously I've overrun. Living there's like an issue down here. No, it's not an issue at all down here. It's basically the front here. So if I go into my little cab, you'll see the cut front door right is 0, and then if I go here, look at that simulation right there, and it looks like I've cut off the doors on the second door, but obviously it's just the first door. Is this station? Sure. Like it's nice you can do this like simulation thing in OpenBVE because obviously it's realistic in real life, and I do believe it's because the northern it's like the northern line is like a very short train, like with only like 6 carriages. Well, the C stop is like only 5 carriages, but those 5 carriages are okay because they could fit on this platform. See, some of these platforms are like even because like normally most London Underground trains have at least 7 carriages, anyway, with 8 with like the Metropolitan, but the Northern Line, the carriages are very short, while they keep up a stop with the Jubilee Line, they're extended to have 7 carriages. The Northern Line still 6. So press door release after the doors are closed. Sure problem. Okay, there we go, cool. Stand clear. I need to press that again. Yes, there we go. And that's how you do it. That's basically what to do, but it's a cool little addition made. It's nice. There we go. Gonna go a little bit right more. There we go. Coming into, I do believe this is Leicester Square, alright. Wait, I'm just gonna do that. Because it says I've overrun. And it says this is very faulty. Like, if I go out here, you'll see the stop markers are very, very sensitive because obviously if I go forward, if I go here, I mean obviously now I'm going wrong. But it doesn't allow me to go on the green marker, which is interesting. I was able to do it at Charing Cross, but I think like these stations are set there.
This train terminates at High Barnet.
Nah, I think we're all good really. I did turn on the saloon lighting anyway. I saw there was a stand with the doors announcement, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yes, mind the doors. So
This train is about to depart. Please mind the doors.
there we go. There we go. Beautiful. That's great. I mean, like I do love the sound of BB. Like this is one thing. Like I used to like play this. Like as I said, like with OpenBVE and BB in general, I used to play it religiously when I was a lot younger. Like literally before I was 10 years old, basically. Well, before I was 7 years old, let's say 10 years old, I used to literally spam the Chiltern main line. I need to do something. I mean, it was a good route.
This station is Tottenham Court Road. Change here for Central Line.
A little bit of delay there in the
Train
air.
terminates at High Barnet.
It does.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the doors.
Well, I mean, obviously the Northern Line today is 80 operated. So, like, what was obviously for you guys, what the Central Line one, which I'm just like sitting there opening doors. That would be very nice, but it's nice to do a bit of manual thing. I had no idea what that alarm is for. I'm guessing some sort of safety device or something. I'm not too sure.
The next station is
Gooch. I like the name Gooch. It's a big Gooch, isn't it? Oh. This station is Gucci, and then I go to the platform which I'm not sure how to reset. Someone will probably tell me down below how to reset. Is that good? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's go back in. I don't think it's approaches by the doors essentially. There we go.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the doors.
Well, you can hear that the 1995 stock like is similar to the 96 stock. Similar. Certain tunes and obviously the 1995 stock is, I mean, like the 1996 stock is a lot louder than the 95 stock.
The next station is Warren Street. This station is Warren Street. Change here for
Mill Hill East in 3 minutes. Oh, that's interesting.
terminates at High Barnet.
Yes, you can change here for the Victoria line. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do each line first. So I might do, if you like this video, hit the bell icon and all that. I'll do more videos. So I can do the 2009 stock first, and then there's also a 1967 stock I can use. So with this route, I'll probably go back and do different combinations and stuff, so you guys can see what.
This train is about to depart.
But it's a cool little thing to show you. Right, after Royal Traffic, the next station is Euston Square. Am I right? Oh no, it's just Euston Square's the subsurface station. Not bad, we got there, which is good. And I think we service at East Finchley. This branch services rather late, while the Edgware branch services at Golders Green.
The next station is Euston, Charing Cross Branch.
There we go. Ooh, there we go.
This station is Euston, Charing Cross Branch. Change here for southbound Northern Line service via Bank from platform 6. Victoria Line and Main Line intercity and suburban rail services.
Oh yeah, love that announcement.
Terminates at High Barnet.
Did I read I thought I read some proposals about the Northern Line. Is they're trying to, in a way, in the future, when they're trying to boost the capacity and the frequency of Northern Line trains. I think there's actually a way where they want to, because right now the issue with the Northern Line is two branches essentially. But in essence, it would be better to have two separate lines, not two branches that converge. And currently the situation is most trains, I think, on the Charing Cross branch do terminate at Kennington, which is fine, but then some go through, I think, the Morden, while all the bank ones go. It's just a mess. The Northern Line's one of the busiest lines on the network, but it's such a mess because it has two different branches in the north. It then has two different branches in the centre, in the city, and then one of C that goes down. Already there's a new extension that goes to Battersea via Nine Elms. People, I'm assuming, I've read and seen some stuff where people are saying that they're basically, when the Battersea extension opens, they're going to have less trains terminating at Kennington, and then they're basically just going to make the whole Charing Cross branch just terminate at Battersea all the time instead of going to Morden, and then the bank branches are basically the trains that just go to Morden. The kind of thing with the Northern Line, the way to make it more frequent is to just split up these services, because having two branches converge and then meet and then branch up again and meet and then continue down to 1-7 terminus. The Northern Line very busy and it needs more capacity, and obviously the trains are not as long as the other trains on the network, which is an issue as well. You can't extend platforms. Well, you could extend platforms, but that's a huge undertaking, especially extending underground platforms. Overground platforms, that's fine. Extending these kind of old underground stations, especially for one carriages, going to be very difficult. Is to just make two northern lines essentially. Have one, and this was something I was talking about at Euston. The way to make more capacity on the northern line is to just make other stations capacity, especially. There we go.
Station is Mornington Crescent.
But it's an interesting idea, and it would definitely benefit passengers of a lot more, because the Northern Line is bloody packed. I've only been on the Northern Line not a few times, so I don't really use the line. It's not very local to me. I've used it in the city. I've used the city branch more than the Charing Cross branch, and the city branch is packed too. Ooh, I've never felt like more like a sardine in a tin than going on the Northern Line train. It's actually unthinkable. How many people are actually on top of me, underneath me, next to the side of me, on top of my head, next to my head? The door was basically, me and the door were like almost making love. That's how bad it was. But then again, I'd rather be next to the door than like in the middle or in the seat or something like that. Because when you're needing to get off, like when you're on rush hour, like on the Northern Line, is you need to get off early. You can mangle your way through Zoom to the exit. Well, if everyone's getting off, fine. There's a flow of people coming up. If no one's getting off and you're there, like the door's only a couple of meters away, but then that feels like the longest couple of meters in your life, essentially. Right, assuming that's the branch to Edgware. That's the one that goes like Golders Green and Brent Cross, and we're going up Type Barnet. Oh, this actually might be a little bit. I can hear the announcement. Yeah, Camden Town, the train station there, and that's right, so it said I'm gonna cut the doors. Wait, let me do a little look see here. I did hear something where the doors weren't open and you need to move on. Oh no, wait, what? It lied to me. Well, you know what? That looks a bit dangerous. I'm gonna lock the left doors. And
This station is Camden Town, by Barnet branch. Change here for all stations to Edgware from platform 1.
yeah, I think I did the right
This
thing there.
train does
You know, like safety, like health and safety concerns, this is actually quite close. And like, I don't know if there's like a gate there or something like that, because that does look like a bit of a squeeze. And for health and safety concerns, this is quite close. And also, like, you don't want people like clambering there. And I don't know how big the gap is at Camden Town. I should have just for safety, really. Right, thank you. This is kind of your train to High Barnet.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the doors.
Right, and then I need to wait. I need. Good. I think we did the right thing there. I will leave the links down below for like the website where I get these like all of these London underground lines essentially. Someone also like messaged me. There's like a place now like where you can get like this and it has all of the London underground routes enabled on it. So I might include that in the link or message me directly to my channel. So thank you whoever did that. There we go.
The next station is Kentish Town. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Whoa, is that the Capital FM logo? Jesus. Oh, am I cutting that a bit close? Am I cutting that bit? No, I think that's fine.
This station is Kentish Town. Change here for mainline suburban rail service.
Flyby cam. Oh, departure cam. How do I? I'm pretty sure there's like a way I can change. I can't remember the reset camera button is. Someone will probably tell me down below. Yeah, well, yeah, I think that's fine. People can come out there. No, I wouldn't call that dangerous. Unless literally you'd walk out and slam your face onto the floor, then that's just your fault. Right, okay. Oh,
This train
that's
is
the
about to
whistle.
depart.
It does sometimes, because obviously that's the first one. Wait. Thing is, I can't do a flyby thing because this camera's like attached to the thing like that. So I have to stay with the train annoying me. But it's a good interior though. Prefer the refurbished one. There's also the unrefurbished one, which once I complete all the lines as I said, I'll go back and I'll do like sort of other things. So probably my next Northern Line OpenBVE video will be in the kind of older unrefurbished 1995 book where it's all like. Well, I like what they've done with the buttons and stuff. They've taken the buttons away and they put the little indicator button things like you know the two. Yeah, like I didn't really understand was like why on the refresh at the or the refresh at the 1996 doc like you didn't do the same thing like as they did for the 1996 like you know I mean I like really used for like dual selectivity or whatever. With the 1996 like they refurbished it, but they still kept the button there. Or no, they like something like that. But they didn't have like the nice sort of door closing indicator button thing like you have on the 2009 stock, and now obviously the 1995 stock. But what I do like with the Jubilee, the 1996 stock, they've gone for like silver bars to represent the color of the Jubilee line. Like I've never talked about this in my videos before, so I think it's now that time. Okay, so the Bakerloo line is correct, with the correct pole color, pole combination. The Jubilee line now with the refresh is correct. The Victoria line is sort of correct. Because I have some of the light blue, but then it also has dark blue, which is like kind of emulating the Piccadilly line, which I don't know if they were ever going to use 2009 on the Piccadilly line. They were saying they would, but it would be called a 2014 stock. But that never happened, and I think it was going to be very similar to the 2009 stock. But the Piccadilly line is true. Actually, no, it's not, because it has yellow poles for some reason. I think it only has a bit of blue pole. We have the Central line, which is correct colour poles, and then you have the Northern line, which isn't. Then you have the Subscription stock, which is like all yellow, which is obviously, I mean, that like kind of makes sense because obviously like they could be running on multiple lines. Then again, the D stock was green, but then again, the D stock was just a specific line. Oh, we're not passing. I don't think we're passing. No, I was thinking we were passing the deepest underground station on the network, which is No, it's not. Yeah, it is Highgate, or it's Hampstead. So that's Hampstead, which is on the Edgware branch. So, if you didn't know, Hampstead is the deepest underground station on the network. But we're not on that branch, so we're not going to go and see it. Guess then there's a little siding here. Maybe routes like station. You like kind of like what junction it is. I think with the Bakerloo line, they have that, I believe. Right. Next station is Highgate, which I'm guessing you like basically gated communities in Highgate. Like I think they're running over some renovations currently. Like we just went there with my mum to drop off one of my brother's friends and my brother. Like he lived in like a state of blocks and flats with his parents. But I think it was like 10 years old. Yeah, it was about 10 years old, and I was like 4 years old, and I went to Highgate to drop him off with my mum, and he lived in this lovely estate of blocks and flats. Like you go through this like lovely gate, and then you go into like the most nicest estates of blocks and flats and stuff like that, and like you think no sort of crime would happen there. If a leaf changed the wrong colour, it would probably be the worst thing that could happen in the entire gated community. Do you believe I get like the last contemplation, guys? There we go. Oh, this is actually quite a long platform, I think. Yeah, I think this is a very long platform. Yeah, look at that. You see some of these platforms, especially the ones like above surface, are actually long, so it accommodates like multiple carriages, but still it's the southern stations on the northern line, like especially ones like say near at Clapham, where you have those dual island, those single island platforms are the only ones on the network. Those are the issues because those ones that can only like accommodate this entire length of train, while you have some of these northern stations which definitely accommodate 7, even 8 carriage trains.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the door.
Here we go. I'll slot in here into this third carriage. Now, I do believe East Finchley is above surface, so say goodbye to the tunnel shortly. And say hello to the Oh, damn, hit my hand. Oh my goodness, that hurts so much. Jesus. Sort of like which like that. I don't know, like sort of like which branch of the Northern Line would actually be busier. I guess the Edgware branch would be because I think it's slightly longer than the High Barnet branch. Two city branches where it keeps in the same doesn't really matter. That's basically the same. They have to be equally as but you have like the Charing Cross, which like near and all of that. So I don't know. Which way outside, guys? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This station is East Finchley. Change here. Can we get like a sort of Finchley? Oh no, we can't. Like you see, it's like most of these are like outside stations are just messed up. Like the text is messed up because obviously this is like it like isn't made for like this game, so like it's obviously made for the like other way. So like when you go from High Barnet to Morden, everything's text the right way. Obviously, this way around it's textured a different way. So this way you can see like all the buildings and stuff, all the walls textures. So that's why. Yeah. Anyway, could we do a flyby cam now? Oh no, we can't.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the door.
There we go. Let's go to the outside. is Finchley Central, where you can change from Mill Hill East. You can change from Mill Hill East branch. But I don't know how many trains like per hour actually go to Mill Hill East. Like I guess it's like like trains like I guess it's like a good terminus, like especially like later in the evening when loads of trains are like running very busy shifts. I reckon it's good shift. See, there's another like static AI train. As you see there, like pretty much like sure that's just as you saw there, that's just the there you go. There we go. There we go. Before we're going there, oh yeah, because there's free obviously there's free platforms at Finchley Central. One's like another bridge go to Mill right.
This station is Finchley Central. Change here for Mill Hill.
I keep pressing that camera. Like, oh my goodness, there's no textures this way round. Wait, can I just... that actually could look good this way, actually. There goes the back of the train. Oh, look at... that's quite dynamic, isn't it? The screenshot? Yeah. Do a little bit better. Yeah, it's a nice screenshot. The trains get like kind of like snaking up as well. It's not all flat, which is really nice. Anyway, stand clear. As they very, very slowly close. Oh, the camera's gonna have fun here when it starts turning because the camera is attached to the front carriage of what the front carriage does. Yeah, so like, look what it's doing. Like, like train actually looks like really detailed, but then if you zoom in like close to no, it's just gonna get into this carriage here. Like this camera, like this camera just has like a mind of its own. Like you move it a little bit, then it just like doesn't know what to do. So it just like look what it's doing. It's just so like annoying. Like it gets like blocked by I don't know the objects. Yeah. It looks like you're going really fast, but it doesn't really like look like it in the outside. The less speeds, they are. But I think I'm good. I think I'm Gucci. Ooh. There we go.
This station is West Finchley. This train terminates at High Barnet.
Yes, which is... I can't open the timetable and it's there. Oh, I can. Only have 2 more stations. Woodside Park and Totteridge, Totteridge and Wellstone. And then just High Barnet. That's a name there. I don't think I've ever been there, but then High Barnet.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the doors.
There we go. Right, coming in. Ooh,
This station is Woodside Park.
that was. Can I get a camera for this? That was on the money. Seriously, that was. That is what I call a store. That is what is perfection. That is what is on the money. BPO can't even train me to do it. Even though, even though I got it perfectly on the marker, but outside it doesn't look that good. I know it was good. It's probably on the thing. Oh, that's a nice screenshot there. Yeah, anyway, let's get back in here. And let's.
This train is about to depart. Please mind the doors.
There we go. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's like any plans to like extend the Northern Line. Like, I know the Bakerloo line is going to get extended and it's Newsham, but I don't know about the Northern Line. Northern Line's pretty big already, so I don't know if it needs extending. As I say, the aim is to just split the Sharon and the Bank branch. Let's not make them go together like with each other because then it just like really gets into hell and it's like just, I mean it's like it's not very good and I feel it like it won't be very good to have them together. So like when very good. So let's not have them interfere. I mean obviously there's like the new Battersea power extension. That's obviously going to help everything. But I feel like this thing like keep like the to keep the Sharon and the Bank branch together because otherwise it just gets into hell and yeah. So
The next station is Butteridge West.
there we go.
This station is Totteridge and Whetstone.
Totteridge and
This
Whetstone.
train terminates at High Barn.
I love it. I love it when there's like two station names like that because I mean it's not just Totteridge. It's not just Whetstone. It's Totteridge and Whetstone.
This train is
Beautiful.
about to depart. Please mind the doors.
And there we go. Sadly, is High Barnet. I'm really sad about that. Yeah, guys. I mean, I have enjoyed this. I really have. I've enjoyed showing you OpenBVE. I've maybe my only video. I'll do some national rail trains with OpenBVE as well. I will link down below all the lines I have on OpenBVE. There's a Bakerloo line version that I have. Actually, I might do that at some point. There's a Piccadilly line version that I have that sort of works. There's a Metropolitan line one, but that was a bit broken. And then I don't know. I'll just maybe look at some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. version Pendolino train, because I've not actually done that for a while. I'd love to show you guys, you know, the Chiltern Main Line stuff, the railway that I have. Comment. There we go. I think this is well, the final stretch, I think.
The next station is High Rise.
Wait, did I go for a red light? Oh yeah, that was a green light. Right, okay. Trundling in. Ooh.
Station is High Rise. This train terminates here.
Ooh, that was good.
Ensure you have all your belongings with you when you leave the train.
Yeah. That was absolutely like breakfast. We're here with the. Well, this could be a really nice. Well, that's really nice actually. Let's get in for a bit of that action. Look at that. That's the old. That's the old one. I'll get my one as well. That's all right. Wait, it's the saloon lighting one. Yeah, it is. I like that. Look at that. Maybe. Yeah, beautiful. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed my playing OpenBVE video on the Northern Line. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I should see more people out there on YouTube playing it. I will link down below everything I have. And yeah, thanks for watching. Toodle